Ladies and gentlemen, Tyler here from Tyler Trading Tips, bringing you another live chart Forex trade recap. We are back again, funnily enough, with AUD Japan during London session. The day is the 8th of March, quarter to 11 AM during the heart of London session. AUD Japan seems to be making the low of the day at the whole level of 83000. Just to point out before we carry on, this in the top left, IC Markets Live. AUD Japan 15-minute chart. This is a live chart example here that you're seeing, proving to you that this can be done repeatedly again and again and again. I traded this pair for 6 times risk to reward Thursday, I believe it was Thursday during Asia, at the exact same level of 83. We're now back there again and I'm buying it. Now this type of trade, as part of the system I use, is a low grade probable setup, so I've reduced my risk, but I'm still making outstanding return. I'm actually making potentially 1 to 15 risk to reward. My stop loss was 5 pips. I'm looking for 70 pips at the previous highs here, so that's how I was able to go risk free extremely quick. I was putting on a 5 pip stop loss, part of my risk, because I've got a really good risk structure. Went 1 to 1, risk freed. We're now over 1 to 1. We are in fact at here, I'm at 2R, nearly 3R to be honest with you, nearly at 15 pips for 5 pips, so I'm nearly at 3R already. So more than reasonable to go risk free now, and I'm targeting the highs here for 70 pips, and that's 1 to 15 there. So fantastic risk to reward opportunity. Lowered my lot size because this overall trade was less probable, but the risk was really good if it did go in my favor, so that's why I took this trade. Adjusting your trade's risk management, because not every trade is going to be the same, is definitely something you need to consider in your trading. Don't treat every single trade like you're going to whack on 5-10 lots every single time because it's the best trade in the world. No, treat every single trade unique and individual, and that's how you grow accounts lethally. You grow accounts that way. So yeah, back to the trade. AUD Japan 15-minute chart. Whole level was one thing that I liked. The bullish engulfing that we got after my entry as well, and the time of day during London session, making the low of the day, which is fantastic as well. Now if we just go out to the higher frames now, let's quickly go to the 1 hour. We can see that we've just been ranging for the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days. We've just been ranging. It was this day here on the 4th of March during the heart of Asia where I took this buy here at the exact same level and then took my profit at the previous high. So I'm actually just targeting the exact same take profit level of here. This was a fake out and where this wick hit, so it's actually hit my take profit target 3 times. It's just ranging right now on a short-term scale, so I thought this would make for an outstanding trade to place. We can see on the 1 hour this wick here too, where orders were not fulfilled. Shorts did not get in. There's still orders here and stop losses where the algorithm can just rally up and take them. So yeah, reasonably I could take these highs, but I'm not going to be greedy. That's also another reason why people fail in this business. Don't be greedy, target the previous highs or lows, and that's it. Move on to the next trade. This is only a low probability setup to me, so I don't want to risk to the moon here. I just want to take what I can and move on. So yeah, looking at 70 pips. So let's have a look here. Let's just prove to you that's 70 pips there. So yeah, it's about 74 pips, just there, 74. So yeah, back to the 4 hour uptrend. We're uptrending on the 4 hour, overextended pullback. Yes, we did violate this structure, but now we're just ranging, so we could come back up here in the long term of things, or medium term. Now, but definitely overall, for the whole of February, it's just been uptrending. Let's go to the daily chart. Again, quite clear, bullish market. So on the daily, the 4 hour, definitely bullish sentiment. 1 hour, ranging sentiment. So again, going back to our final 15-minute chart here, this is the reason why, even though it's low probability, it was more probable to take the buy here, where my setup came in with good risk to reward. So that's just to show you what I've done. Entered with a 5 pip stop loss, aiming for 70 pips, 1 to 15 risk to reward. I'll probably update you now when we get halfway into the trade, or when we're just about to start to violate these highs, or if I get an exit criteria early and I'm out of the trade, or again if it takes me out break even now. But the main thing is I'm risk free. You should always celebrate your trade when you risk free, because you've done a good job. Your account survives for another trade, and that's always important, folks. So yeah, I'll catch up with you soon. This is Tyler and from Tyler Trading Tips, and I'll see you shortly. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back with another update. This is Tyler from Tyler Trading Tips giving you a live trade recap on AUD Japan. I explained earlier during the London session, just before 11 AM, that I'd entered the buy at 83,000. The time is now just about to go to 2 PM, so we're in the peak of the New York session. I'm up over 8.5 risk to reward, 8.5 risk to reward. And that's in a space of a couple of hours here. So now we're over halfway into this trade. I thought I'd give you an update on what's occurred. We pushed up, had a little pullback, and then we've continued. Quite literally, we've just continued. The targets are staying the same at the moment. Not looking to exit just yet. You can see up here in the top left hand side an IC Markets live AUD Japan 15-minute chart. This is live trading in the flesh as is. No BS, no trading view nonsense. You're seeing what we do and how we do it. So yeah, expecting a continuation. We still got plenty of time till the day ends. And yeah, if we just scale out to the 1 hour, we can just see that we had a nice bullish momentum engulfing off of this sell candle here. So I'm expecting good probability that we will carry on. And I mean, for a low risk setup, this has been fantastic. Wasn't as probable, but it still provided the setup, so I love my risk, and now I'm up over 8.5R. I cannot complain at this trade for a Monday. People that say, oh, it's impossible to trade the markets Monday. I've just placed a trade today. I've even placed a trade last week on a Monday as well during London session. So that's absolutely all psychological BS that you put into your mind. And then if you build up on them habits to say Monday, Tuesday, they're all terrible days to trade, then you're losing out on opportunity and you're losing out on profit, aren't you? Because then when you don't get setups that occur Wednesday to Friday, then what? You end up with nothing. So yeah, you can make money every single day. The point is to be disciplined, follow your system, follow your risk management, follow your rules, grade your trades accordingly and set risk accordingly. So here we can see the new hour has come along. We're going still bullish based on this previous bullish candle. So yeah, I still feel like it's probable that we can hit these previous wick highs here, where sell orders got entered and filled, but this wick showing a bit of slippage. You know, there's still orders to be filled, and there's also stop losses above that as well. So again, I feel like this is a reasonable place to take target, as we've hit it before once, we've hit it before twice, and now a third time here, so why not a fourth time? Yes, it may go up here like I was explaining before, but again, I'm not greedy. I'm about to make 15 risk to reward on this trade. Why would I need to go any further than that? 15 risk to reward is end of month for most traders, but because I know what I'm doing, I can trade whenever I feel like. So that's the blessing of this business. That's the blessing of it. But yeah, just back to the 15. Just to show you, obviously, yeah, we're risk free. We're still going up in bullish momentum. Absolutely no reason to exit this trade as of yet. But again, if I do get an early exit criteria, I will take it. I will act accordingly. I'm absolutely up risk to reward. Probably about to hit 9 risk to reward now. So it's going really well, and I can't complain for a Monday. But yeah, just to give you an update where it currently stands, I will update you when we break these highs, and again when we take automatic profit, and then we'll close the brief going over to trading view just to give you the full picture when the levels are taken off after the trade automatically exits position. But yeah, this is Tyler signing out, and I'll see you shortly. Hello there guys and ladies, this is Tyler here from Tyler Trading Tips giving you an update on AUD Japan. As we can see, we did hit yesterday's previous highs. I was actually up 12 risk to reward at this point. Tried to see if it would go to break it. It pulled back, carried on up, and has just failed again now. So it's unable to really get to today's highs. It did go to yesterday's highs, but not to today's highs. So with that in mind, and it's performed this double top at yesterday's highs, I'm happy to now close this position, and I'm about to close it here. And we have closed the trade. The trade closed, ladies and gentlemen, at 8.36 risk to reward. So absolutely outstanding return for a Monday, making 8 risk to reward. Started in the London session here at the whole level of 83000. It rallied up all the way to the previous day's high, where I should have probably taken profit there, but I was tempted to go for these highs. allowed it to touch once and reject, allowed it a second try and it still failed, and so that was me happy to exit there for 8.36 risk to reward, and that's in the course of a few hours. So yeah, absolutely over the moon with that. Can't complain. It was a low probability trade as well, so I had to risk down and use a very tight stop loss of 5 pips. So that was 5 pips. The trade was somewhere around here. We've closed out over here, so we've made essentially around 43 pips, which is fantastic. It's all you need to sort of make good returns, really. So yeah, I will now update you on TradingView, where we'll now close the brief on this 8.36R trade. But this again just to show you, I see markets live, AUD Japan 15-minute chart. I'll see you shortly on TradingView. Hello there folks, we're back again to close the brief. We're on TradingView, as we can see here, Australia dollar, Japanese yen 15-minute chart on TradingView. We can see that I entered here at the London low at the whole level of 83000. Price came up and touched the previous daily high here. I was targeting today's recent high here, but it failed once and twice, so I gave it 2 tries and then it came back down and I took out manually for my exit criteria. So we can see here, just looking, I made 5 pip stop loss under the lows here, made 42 pips, and we can see there, yeah, well, 8.4R, which is fantastic for a Monday. Cannot complain at that whatsoever. It was a low probability trade. Yes, I could have taken profit here 100%, but my eyes were looking here. So yeah, something to consider in the future, to know that we're actually at yesterday's high. Could have taken out at 12 risk to reward, but instead taken out 8.4 risk to reward. So still outstanding, still more than anyone's month returns really, that they should be gaining. Anywhere between 5 to 10% a month is absolutely incredible. To make that in 8.4R in one day, well, even better. So yeah, over the moon with that. And yeah, that's all I got for now, folks. That closes the brief for AUD Japanese yen. On to the next trade, on to the next big winner. I'll be patiently sitting on my hands now for the rest of the week, looking for that grade A setup. This was definitely a lower risk type of trade, but it played off in the end, so I can't complain. So yeah, all the best folks, and I'll see you soon. Tyler here from Tyler Trading Tips. We're signing out.